Welcome back everyone to today's video. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This is your ECMWF 42-day forecast. So, without further ado, we are going to get straight into this. So, this is week 1. So, this is for the... Let's do that. Okay. This is for the 23rd of September to the 30th of September, and this is the data. High pressure sitting over Greenland, low pressure dropping through. We're going to be trying to drag the winds in from the north, but we're also going to be trying to get them in from the west, from the south. Bit of a split, cold in the north, but it's a bit of a mixed situation there. Precipitation for week 1 is looking like this. We are a lot wetter than average, and so is a lot of Europe. As you can see, only the middle sectors here and the south of Spain and Portugal, which are a little bit dry, and even Spain and Portugal wet there. So it shows how we are going to be getting a lot more unsettled over the next couple of days. Temperatures are looking like this. We got a lot colder for over the UK and Scandinavia, like that. A very mild sector just here through the middle. Even Spain and Portugal dropping below average as well. That was week 1. Now let's have a look at week 2. Week 2 is the 30th September to the 7th of October, and we're looking like this. High pressure once again, maybe a bit more on the Canadian side of Greenland, but still around Greenland and Iceland. Low pressure dropping in. It looks the same, northerly winds for the UK. Precipitation once again very similar, very wet. Only for the far south of Europe we are seeing any drier conditions. Temperatures once again, we are colder than average for the UK. Greenland is still above average, and everywhere elsewhere will be milder, but we are dropping colder once again, just like the other week. Now, week 3 is the 7th to the 14th of October. So this looks a bit more interesting. It's a bit of a different situation. So we've got high pressure sort of out in the Atlantic. We've probably got low pressure put in between here. Maybe we've got a northwesterly coming in, a bit more unsettled maybe. Bit of a weak signal. I'm expecting this precipitation to be a lot higher than average though. Weaker signal, but yeah, it looks the same through there, wetter still, and then drier for the south. Looks the same once again. So not much change with that. Temperatures for week 3, we're looking similar again. Still looks quite cool through that sort of sector for the UK and Iceland, Ireland, UK and Iceland. Week 4 is the 14th to the 21st of October. Looking like this. So, high amounts of northern blocking, which I have been saying because the NAO and AO are all going negative for a time. We might increase northern blocking. High pressure here, probably low pressure here, but we've got low pressure here, so maybe northerly winds once again. Maybe still staying quite cold. Obviously, if this was in the winter, what we're seeing on here, it would be very, very cold and snowy. But obviously, it's not in the winter yet. Precipitation, we're dry, wet once again. Bit drier Greenland, Iceland, parts of Scandinavia. Drier for Spain, Portugal, Italy and the Med. Everywhere else is wetter than average. Temperatures for week 4. Has that changed? Yeah, once again. So if we look through all of these, we'll just look at the thing. Obviously the signal weakens as we go through. but it looks basically the same with this sort of area here. And now if we go through them, that sort of area will be the area where the cold is. Yeah, if you have a look, we're looking, yeah. Yep, so once again, looks quite cold, cool, cold through here. Milder for south and east. Scandinavia, not as cold. Oh, what have we done there? Scandinavia, not as cold by that point. Okay, and finally, week 5 up to the end of October. This is for the 21st to the 28th of October. Got low pressure on the Atlantic blocking over Scandinavia. Winds in from the west with that one, but it's going colder for parts of Scandinavia there, I would think. Precipitation, once again, very wet, so it looks like autumn is going to properly set in. Scandinavia a bit drier, Iceland, Greenland a bit drier, south drier, but everywhere else in this sort of section with them winds switching now. Even Spain and Portugal once again look quite wet. All that area looks quite unsettled by the time we get to the end of October. Obviously this might not come off, but then finally temperatures still once again looks a bit cooler through here, but we are going milder over the UK now, so the cold air retreating up towards Greenland and Iceland by that point. Okay, we're going to finish off by having a look at the bigger picture to see if there's any more signs of blocking over the North Pole. Once again, we have got high pressure blocking over Greenland for this one, and the winds in from the north. Week 2, we've got blocking receding and over the North Pole there, so not as much, but still winds in from a northerly direction. Week 3, we a bit of a sign of blocking there, but not much. Week 4, now that's where it changes, so look at this. So run through all the weeks, as you can see, not much, quite a bit over Greenland, not much at all, and then boom, that's a lot of blocking over the North Pole, so that'll favour colder weather, I would think. And then finally we can see the blocking staying strong by the end. Okay, thanks everyone for tuning in to today's video, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.